Hi everybody, it's Lynn, and I am so excited today because, well, for one, I'm playing with my hair a lot because I just got a haircut. We're not sure how we feel about it yet, so we'll see, but that's not why I'm excited. I'm excited because in the mail I got the Morphe 35O palette that everybody and their mom just ordered because they had another pre-sale and release, and Jaclyn Hill did a tutorial, so everybody ordered it, pretty much all us crazy makeup lovers. And I'm going to show you why and kind of give you my first impression, a review, and I'm going to, at the end of the video, I am going to swatch every single one of these colors for you. I'm going to do them in pictures because if I swatch all of them live, it would take us an hour, and I'll show you why. Here's the inside of the palette. There are 35 individual colors. Each one is unique, obviously. And there are a mix of matte and shimmer finishes. As you can see, this is kind of a neutral-ish palette. It's very warm tone. There are some oranges and reds in there as well, which I think is really cool and kind of unique. So what I thought we would do is kind of go over the packaging, go row by row, and kind of I'll give you my thoughts. I have played around with this quite a lot, and then I will do some swatches for you, and you can see what the big fuss is all about. Okay, so the packaging is so-so. It is pretty sturdy. It's not cardboard, which is nice. You know, you have the Coastal Scents that come in just flat-out cardboard, and plenty of other things too. Even some of the higher end, their smaller palettes come in the cardboard, hard cardboard. This is actual plastic. It is, I wouldn't travel with it. I don't think it could do quite that much rough and tumble, but what I will say is that Morphe, although their shipping is absurdly expensive, I mean to a ridiculous point, I think it was $8.50 or something like that, which I think is, in this day and age, no. Get your shipping game on, Morphe. But I will say that they shipped it really, really, really well. They, not only did they wrap this in bubble wrap, then they put a cardboard box around it, came in a cardboard box, then they put a whole load of peanuts all around that in all directions. It came in actually a pretty big size box. I didn't even think it was the palette because I'm like, no, there's no way, that box is huge. So they go out of their way to make sure it doesn't break. And that doesn't mean that it won't, but mine didn't, so I'm happy. And I think the reason that they are so careful is because these shades are really, really soft. And I don't know how to explain that, but any better than showing you. I had it out for like 2 minutes, and my son, this 1-year-old who's talking right now, actually got into it, dug in a little bit, and there's a big gouge in this shade right here. I don't know if you can see that, but trust me, it's there because I was a little bit annoyed because this thing was pristine and then it was crap. Well, not crap, but it looked a little dinged up. We'll say that. Yeah, and it's your fault, but that's okay because I love you. I could do a whole video on Makeup My Kids Ruined. Would anyone like to see that? Makeup My Kids Ruined video, because I have a lot of it at this point. Anyway, another thing about the packaging is it's super easy to smudge. I played with it one time and I literally wiped this thing over and over again, and once I open it, basically it's never going to look like it did. It is a pretty black, it's nice that it's shiny, but stuff gets all over it really, really easily, and it's hard to clean off. Another thing that you might be interested in is the lack of the mirror, and I'm sure they do that to keep the price down because this is a really reasonable and affordable palette. I don't have a Morphe code or anything like that. You can find them if you search around, but basically with a code I was able to get this for $22 plus the $8 shipping, so that's $30 for 35 shadows, and I don't think that's too bad. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to get up a little bit closer to the camera and I'm going to take you row by row. So here it is up close, and here is the top row, and as you can see, a lot of lighter shades, a couple of darker towards the end, and then on the very end you kind of have an orangey and a yellowy one. Moving down, we have, again, just a little bit darker, maybe some good transition shades, some all over lid shades, and some very, very good neutrals. Then towards the end, you do have a darker brown and a brighter yellow. And third row down, third row, And you can see I love that bright red right there.
Yay!
Love you. Okay, so here's that bright red, and I'm gonna... That is beautiful to me. I love that. Bright, bright, beautiful red. And then 4th row down. Okay, 4th row. 5th row. So all in all, I really did enjoy this palette, and I still do, obviously. I'm just still playing around with it. The lasting power seems to be amazing. Yesterday I just kind of smudged some on my eyes real quick, and it was literally there for about 8 hours before I washed it off. I do have it on my eyes today. The camera probably doesn't pick it up too well, but I used a lot of the orange and yellow, kind of the warmer shades. The thing I really do like is that there are different finishes. You have these kind of, I want to say chunky glitter, but you have these really, really shimmery shades, and then you have these nice full-on mattes as well. So there's a really nice difference, and the formulas actually feel a little different. They feel very, again, they are very soft, so you want to be careful with them. You want to make sure that they don't break. But they also, the shimmery ones, they almost feel, I don't want to say wet, but they almost feel heavy, or not on the eye, but when you're swatching them, they just feel different. They feel different than the mattes, and kind of different than most shadows I've felt before. Really neat, and I really enjoy working with them. And I like that, again, I'll open it back up. I like that, again, you can do the reds, you can do the oranges, you can do the yellows if you want, or you can just opt for a totally neutral look. You could go full matte, you could go full shimmer. There's lots of different options, and for 30 bucks, I think this is a really neat quality palette. So that is my my 2 cents on it as a consumer, not a professional makeup artist or anything. Hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, can decide whether this is right for you the next time it comes out. It is permanent in their line. It will not be going away, so don't go on eBay and pay 80 bucks for it, because there's no reason to do that. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you liked this. Comment, subscribe, check me out on social media, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.